Struggling high school seniors will get another chance to graduate. A new law may help them out if they failed the STAR test this year. Here's Mari Salazar.
Graduation is a rite of passage of high school seniors.
Graduating with your peers, wearing the cap and gown, crossing the stage, that means a lot for a lot of people.
And Texas State Senator Jose Menendez wanted every senior to experience it. He co-sponsored House Bill 999 to give 2021 seniors that chance if they struggled during the pandemic.
It makes them eligible to graduate via a graduation committee decision, regardless of what happened on the STAR test or end of course exams.
The Texas Education Agency updated its guidelines to reflect the new law Wednesday. It says students still have to complete all curriculum requirements, but if they petition to graduate, they have to complete other work that proves they should.
I don't think that we should let the combination of COVID and a STAR exam rob people of that experience that they're only going to get once in their lifetime in high school.
Some education advocacy groups on Twitter thanked lawmakers for this law, and even Central Texas School District, Elgin ISD. Superintendent Jody Duren told KVUE 3 seniors in that district may be able to graduate through this process. And Duren says it acknowledges the struggle that so many students have gone through in the last 14 months. In Austin, I'm Mari Salazar.